Oh, Arsene Wenger. Hello, Arsene. How are you?
It is very frustrating. Non, a normal decision.
You're not happy?
Parce que c'est pas évident d'approcher le premier match à domicile parce que they are to the first team. If he is not closed, yes, he needs to play somewhere. Tu as toujours envie de faire la différence sur le premier match et donc c'est pas
Okay,
évident.
alright, I understand. Okay, what about this? Terminate the loan, don't terminate the loan. How about I play him in the next match? European football against Bratislava. It'd be a nice trip out for him. We're on our way to Slovakia. Very soon, actually. I'll get him on the coach.
Okay.
Alright.
Oui.
Okay, Mr. Wenger. Okay, good luck when you do start in the Premier League, you guys. Yep, good luck missing out on that title again.
I won 4 times the FA Cup. Who has won it more? Give me one name.
Yeah. Alright then, Arsene. I'll see you very soon. I was going to say dos vidania. It is, of course, au revoir to you, my good sir. Ta-ra.
Thank you.
Alright, bye-bye. Well, that settles that then. Gideon Zelalim. Let's get him on.
This is Spartak!
Здравствуйте, comrades! Welcome back to This is Spartak. We have the Slovan Bratislava game, as you know, in the European Cup. Should be easy. They did knock out Krasnodar. We've just played Krasnodar. We couldn't beat them, so hopefully we can seek some kind of revenge against them today for the good of Mother Russia herself. Okay, our team today against Slovan Bratislava in Slovakia is going to be Rebrov. Mauricio is going to play. Should I? Yeah, I will. I might change that up. I might give Fernando a time being a libero in the next match in the second leg. If we can get some goals, I'll put Fernando in for the second leg because he needs to be retrained fairly quickly in that libero role, and a good way to do it is, of course, to play him there. Komparov on the left because Constant Jakpat is injured for 8 months, as you know. Buchete and Sidar Tashe in the centre. Felipe Mattione and then Fernando Glushikov, as you know. Zelalim is going to play, as you have just this moment heard. And Davidov is going to play up front with Zeloise because Berbatov is still out. Very much the same. Everything's very much the same, but we are going to go on to counter. The reason is, of course, because we are playing away. Slovan Bratislava got 3 goals against Krasnodar. I don't want to say he's a goalkeeper. What am I doing? We know that they can get goals against Russian sides. We couldn't manage to get 3 goals past Krasnodar, and Slovan did. So we know that they can play attacking at home. I couldn't get much information on them. They've got greyed out players. It said they had no weaknesses, which is, well, we'll see. And I don't think they've got a manager. It didn't come up with anything. I couldn't get any information on how the manager plays or anything like that. So I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to play with 3 up front, a little bit like ourselves then, with 2 in the centre. And instead of a libero, of course, they've got a defensive mid, so they've got a few more guys in the midfield. But don't forget, Mauricio does come forward and fill in that gap as well in midfield when we have the ball, and we've got the wing backs there. Hopefully, our wing backs are faster than their wing backs. We shall see. Guys, we're going to get straight in. This is going to be quite a nice, quick episode. Of course, we only play 1 live com per episode, and we're going to get the episodes out. That's how we're going to do it. I'm sorry, that is how we're going to do it. That's how I want to do it. I'm having fun doing it like that. It means I can think a bit more about each episode, etc. So we're going to hop in and let's just play this match out the way we usually do. If you don't know, these are our instructions. Counter, fluid, very slow, quite wide. But we're going to sit deep because I get scared. We're going to short pass. We're going to close down much more. The reason we're going to close down much more is so that our libero has a purpose, I think. And hopefully he's not going to be the one that's doing all the closing down, because that wouldn't work, would it? We have kicked off then. This is the Euro Cup playoff. I'm new to all this European football. I'm used to, as you know, playing in the lower leagues of England. And so I'm not sure how it works. Zeloise just takes off the defender and gets a goal. 1 minute. Let's have some predictions now. How many are we going to get past them today? We have scored within the first minute. It all came from a mistake, I think, on the defence, or Zeloise pushing forward, doing a bit of a defensive forward kind of play there, really putting the press on. I'm going to go with it. And gets the goal, just takes the ball off him. Gets the goal. It's cracking. So here we go then. Zavara, Salata, and Zeloise is like, whoa, I'm going to take that ball straight off you, son. Some builders outside. And he knocks it past the, I assume he's a Slovakian goalkeeper. Like it says, lots of their players were greyed out, so I really didn't look at them. He's their captain as well, the goalkeeper today. I mean, I'm not looking for European success this season. I'm looking for, of course, I'm looking to win the league. And that's my only aim really this season. But hey, a nice cup run would be good as well. Kombarov on the left, Fernando, Glushakov, Felipe Mattioni on the right, puts it in and we hit the crossbar. I think that was Zelalim. Arsene would be happy. I was going to say angry. Yeah, and Zelalim, he's not had such a bad game. I mean, we could go into more individual stats. A very tidy first half. I thought we were going to get more goals after we'd scored in the first minute, but never mind. It was Zelalim, Gideon Zelalim at the bottom there. Completed 24 out of 29 passes. He's got one key pass, a couple of headers on there. Yeah, I mean, his pass completion isn't bad at all. It's only 5 passes he's not been able to complete. He's playing in a very important role there. It's kind of the focal point of the attacks. So it's important that he doesn't lose the ball through an interception, because that's basically a chance wasted. So I'm quite happy to keep him on. I might take him off for Ronaldinho in the 60th minute or 70th minute. The idea behind that is because Ronaldinho's not that, obviously he can't play 90 minutes, but he's quite slow at the same time. I thought once their defence had been tired, once their defence has got tired and they're not running as fast, perhaps we stick Ronaldinho on, because he can hopefully take advantage of the fact, he's fresh, he's come on fresh, and although he's not the paciest player with the greatest stamina, if you put him on towards the end, hopefully that balances out, because all the other players, the opposition players, they're a bit tired. That's my thinking. So we might put him on later. Denis Davidov is not performing for us. I don't know if it's the role that I'm putting him in or he's just not up to playing. I don't think we need to do any subbage. I think we probably will need to take Glushakov off because we do need him. He's our best Russian player, I think. But Kombarov is pretty good as well. But because we need to really play Glushakov in the Premier Division, we don't necessarily need him to play in the Euro Cup, and we don't have that foreign players limit in the Euro Cup as well, so we could just stick anybody on for him, which is handy. Zeloise is in again. It's number 2 for him. That's his 7th goal this season. He's our top goal scorer so far. He's doing well. Let's see this then. Kombarov takes it right to the line, swings it out. Zelalim back pass back into the box. Is Zeloise in plenty of space because everyone was running after the ball there. I think they had too many people trying to close down Zelalim there and left Zeloise wide open. Okay, guys, it's now time for Russian word of the day. And we've not scored yet. We always score on Russian word of the day. So that's why I like to do it. Zelalim puts it in, and we'll just put the Russian word of the day on right away. It is that, guys. It is that. It is. Give me a minute. Frikadelka. Keep saying it. Frikadelka. It means. I'm gonna leave a gap here. I want you to think about what that could mean. Frikadelka. And how it's relevant to football. We've got an injury, but I've not finished yet. So frikadelka, it means meatball. Yes, meatball. And I want you to put in the comments what you think that has anything to do with Spartak Moscow football club. Why have I chosen meatball? That's like a bit of football trivia as well as Russian word. You're not only learning a Russian word, but you're also having to think about like a cryptic football clue. I mean, now we're properly getting all intellectual in that. So meatball, frikadelka. Frikadelka? I've said that, frikadelka. I think that's right. So we're gonna go with that. So comment below, meatball. How is that word related to Spartak Moscow Football Club? I don't know. I don't really do crosswords, but it seems like the kind of thing that might be on a crossword, a Russian crossword, particularly, perhaps. So I'm going to stick extended highlights just so we can have a bit of entertainment right now, because there's been not much. Ronaldinho, free kick, Kutin. Doesn't do anything. Well, he does something. He tries to get some kind of shot out, but doesn't enhance much. We are having tons of shots once more, 23 shots. I mean, it's only in the last match against Krasnodar that we didn't have as many shots as that. Zeloise now picks up the long ball, has a nice shot. He wants a hat-trick, but he ain't going to get one yet. We've got another 10 minutes to play of this match. They've got a corner now. Zvara puts it in. And they're piling on the pressure all of a sudden out of nowhere. They've not had a chance really all match that I've seen anyway. And it's from a set piece at the end. Svara just, plenty of time, not really being marked there. And not being closed down quick enough either means that they get one back. I still think an away win is very important in this match, and probably we'll get the win at home perhaps. We've also got 2 goals away, 2 away goals, so that counts, I think. It's certainly not it's not one that I'm worried about this match. Zelalim is on the right, Davidov, let's see what he can do. He finds Zeloise, I don't know if it was him that found Zeloise or one of the defenders, but Zeloise had been found indeed. He couldn't get his shot out. He could. I'm lying. He just got blocked. Ronaldinho with the corner. Come on, Ronaldinho. Felipe Mattione. I just love that name. I love to say Felipe Mattione. Ronaldinho to Fernando in plenty of space. I knew he was going to shoot. I knew that he was going to shoot. And I knew that he wasn't going to score from that shot. That's how much I know my side. I know I can read what they're going to do, and I can disagree with them about doing it before they've done it. Kombarov, he's going to cross it in. Oh, he beats his man nicely. He does cross it in. Davidov can't find it though. He has another go. That's been cleared. Fernando, pass it to Zelalim now. Felipe Mattione. Fernando. Okay, that ended that excitement. Zelalim picks it up in the centre, but our first touch is shocking. I shall be having words with Wenger. Fernando picks it up. I'm not going to start with the ABBA songs again. Davidov on the right. Come on, Davidov. Yes, nice pass. Ronaldinho, nice pass to Fernando. Don't shoot. I knew it. Again. He's doing it to annoy me. Zeloise. Oh, awful first. What on earth is going on? Kombarov. I think Kombarov is definitely one of our best players. He's an excellent winger. Excellent winger. Kolbas. Pavlovich. So Davidov now obviously is going to pass to Zeloise, but it's a very poor pass. It sends him wide. He's got it all to do. Can't do anything. Kutin. Just messing about. Slower tempo, guys. Slower damn tempo. Too hasty. Far too hasty. With all that was too fast and too hasty. Mistakes, and it's led to an interception in midfield. A fairly long ball up front. They've got us on the counter. It's now a draw. Nemeth. They did score 3 past Krasnodar as well. I did expect them to come at us a little bit harder than they have done, in fact, being at home. I don't think the next fixture, the second leg fixture, is going to be as bad. Fernando finally gets a shot on target from outside the box. I don't think it's going to be a bad our home fixture against these guys. I think that we're going to perform perhaps a little bit better in front of goal, hopefully. They might come out as a bit more defensively, but I suppose they've got to win the match, so who knows what they're going to... It's just a really difficult... I've always found... Calm down, Dan. I mean, this is my side, that's beaten the likes of Zenit 4-0 already this season, and against this greyed out Slovakian side. I mean, I have heard of them, so it's not like they're just a nondescript club. They are a big club in Slovakia, but we should really be beating them quite nicely. Just calm down. Just calm down. Don't be too hard on the team after that. That was a tough result to take. It was. But I'm going to be hard on them because we were up 2-0. And then we we conceded in the last 10 minutes. And was that bringing on the likes of Ronaldinho? Is he really a weak link? Was that Romanian guy right? Lucescu? Because it seems like we brought Ronaldinho on. We took Glushikov off. We took Zelalim in the centre. And our game kind of just fell apart. I mean, we're still having chances, but it fell apart in terms of mistakes made in the centre. Zelalim with his poor first touch as well that I spotted. It's just seemed like we didn't have the technical ability anymore. Maybe Glushikov is actually very key to this whole thing, this whole system. And I know that he's a good player, and I'll carry on playing him, even though he doesn't like me. Another injury. Sedar Tashe is out. Bachetti's been talking about me to the papers. Zelouise, obviously, he's on the ball. He got a couple of goals there, very nicely. Monaco, then, they're nice, comfortable win, as you would imagine. This is when you start to see some of the bigger sides, the sides that raise your eyebrows a little bit. AZ obviously still in this with a nice, comfortable win there. Anderlecht, I've heard of them, 0-0 for them though. Ajax 0-0 against Hajduk. It could be high for losing out to Lille, but Tel Aviv winning their match against Astana. Red Star Belgrade, 1-1 against Panathinaikos, so that's an interesting result there. It'd be interesting to see who goes through. I, of course, would like Red Star to go through. It'd be nice to actually verse them in this cup. Rosenborg losing to this Azerbaijani team, Karabakh, I think. West Ham beating Slavia Prague 4-1. I think also Slavia Prague are kind of part of the same thing as us, if you get what I mean. I don't know. It's just it's like the red and white. It's like Spartak, red and white, Slavia Prague, red and white, and then Red Star, you've got the red and white there, and Olympiacos is red and white. And they seem to all be kind of connected in some way. I don't know. I've not done much reading into it. But West Ham with a 4-1 win, nice and comfortable. Of course, disappointing draw, but we are away. We get a second chance to do the job. So hopefully we shall be doing that. Slavia Prague losing out to Odd. Oh my gosh, what is this team? I thought Slavia Prague are, I would have thought, good enough to be Odd. I don't know. Are they any good? Odd? It just seems a bit odd. I mean, this guy is the only guy that's not grayed out for, oh my gosh, from what I can tell, and I would need to do scouting. This is like, these numbers are word of mouth numbers. He can't head a ball, but he's a winger. And he's potentially quite fast. Let's scout him. I mean, we don't play with wingers. Let's not scout him. That's ridiculous. It's just because he's got 2 goals there in the Euro Cup, and I'm thinking, ooh. I mean, there's Rosenborg, or Berg. I always said Rosenborg, maybe it's Rosenborg. I've heard of those. I expect them to be winning Karabakh. I've not heard of this other Norwegian side that's lost. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on Norway. I mean, no idea. But odd. 2-1 winning at Slavia Prague. I reckon that's the biggest shock there for me. I would not have had that down. Anyway, I am blabbering on. That's a couple of draws on the bounce then for us. We're now conceding a little bit more, as you can see there. We went 3 games on the bounce with lots of goals and not conceding any, and now we're conceding a few more. But it's not the kind of performance that I want to see. I don't want to be comfortably ahead and then only get a draw out of it. It's not something that I want to carry on. So hopefully we can try and minimise that kind of damage. We're against Anji. Now, I would prefer it if that word was in Russian. 1 minute. So we're up against Anzi next in the league again. We're back to the Premier Division football before heading off. Well, we're not heading off anyway. We've just headed off. We'll get back from Slovakia first. We'll play Anzi and then we'll go to. We're not going. I keep saying we're going, and then we have Slovan Bratislava to try and do the job the second time round. I am very, very happy that you guys could join me today against a very disappointing Slovan Bratislava result. So it's been nice to have you around to keep me company and lift up my spirits. And indeed, if you want to lift up my spirits, comment back down below there. Just give me some nice, kind words, and it'll just make me feel better about that whole last 10 minutes at least. Because although I may have seemed pretty, okay about it, and all right, yeah, and no, I'm actually. Any kind words would be very appreciated. Thank you once more. Please like the video if you have indeed liked the video, and do not forget to subscribe if you've just popped in here and not subscribed and you got carried away watching the video and you're gonna leave. No, don't leave. Subscribe before you leave, and then of course it'll remind you to come back for next time. Okay, guys. Once again, thank you. Please share the video with anyone that might be interested, and I shall see you next time. It's not Strasvetia. Strasvetia is hello. It is das Vidania.